Umkhonto Wesizwe Party insists on absconding the upcoming parliamentary session. So they have released a letter that they've written in protest of a rigged election. According to them, the results of the election were rigged, and they are not going to be part and parcel of this session that is going to be sitting right on Friday. So the letter reads, MK Party clarifying its position on its attendance in Parliament. MK Party has noted with concern some mischievous media reports suggesting that we have changed our stance regarding our decision not to attend Parliament due to the glaring election rigging by the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, which led to massive theft of MK Party votes. We wish to reiterate that our position remains unchanged and that we will attend Parliament proceedings only based on the outcomes of the court proceedings. While we deeply respect the will of the people who elected us to serve in Parliament in order to change the current neoliberal constitution and ensuring expropriation of land without compensation, among others, we believe that our votes and therefore the voices of all our voters are incomplete. Attending the first sitting of Parliament without all our votes and voices being counted would betray our commitment to unity and democratic values, where every voice wish deserves to be heard. So it means the MK MPs continue to insist on not attending the Parliament on Friday. We thought that this was going to be a situation that would change. But remember, the MK have about 57, if not 58, MPs that are supposed to be coming in the Parliament. And there are quite a big number that is supposed to be contributing to the voting that is supposed to be happening in Parliament. Remember, the voting in Parliament is where they have to be choosing the Speaker of Parliament. They have to be choosing the next president of the state. So their number really is very, very important in the Parliament. So in the event that they pull out, we don't know how the matrix are going to go like. We don't know what is really going to be happening. But obviously, on the side of the opposition, if the opposition were to decide to come up with a different candidate, either for the Speaker or for the President, they might be short of at least those 58 or 57 members of Parliament that are coming from the MK. So we still are watching to see whether this position is going to change or not. It seems Jacob Zuma continues to insist that there was election fraud and they want to have their issues solved. So many of the things that have happened really were very disturbing. But of course, we don't know the magnitude of these anomalies that were discovered during the election. Indeed, anomalies were there. Here and there, you would discover that things have not been done the way things should have gone. The IEC here and there were found wanting on quite a number of issues. And we also heard, especially in the regions where the DA is very, very strong, that even the DA themselves were involved in some gimmicks of rigging and things like that. So these are some of the complaints that continue to come from political parties, and they still want to maintain that besides the result that have been given, there's still issues that need to be ironed out. And we don't know how the IEC is going to be treating this, but since they've already started approaching the courts, it simply means that they will need to have a verdict of the court. It is the court that will decide exactly what should happen in accordance to the grievances that they are giving. And if the High Court or the courts decide that there is a rerun in the areas concerned, or maybe a recount, we'll be seeing what really is going to be happening on the ground. But we just hope and pray that this is not going to work negatively, especially for the political parties that may need to see some change happening in South Africa, that may want to see, to push the agenda of the majority, because that 58 is a big number that really would have made a difference in the voting process. So we are going to be finding that the MK, when it pulls out, then the EFF remains or alone, the IFP, and of course the other smaller parties. Then the DA also will be on their side. I'm sure the DA would always come with their own different agenda, and they always, push their own agenda of the right. But let's see what is going to be transpiring at the end of the day. Friday is the day that the session must begin. We will see whether the MK will change their position or will still insist that they want to go through the court processes before they can decide to come in and join in the House of Parliament. So we are yet to see what is going to be happening. Let's continue watching and let's continue praying for South Africa so that the leaders may come up with solutions that will bring governance, that will bring good governance, that will bring delivery to the people of South Africa. We don't want to see South Africa going down. South Africa must continue to rise. Their parliament must start to work. The government must start to work so that systems can start to work, and then they can be able to serve their people. So we are watching to see what exactly is going to be happening at the end of the day. When we get to Friday and nothing has happened, it means there's going to be a big problem that is going to be right in the political arena of South Africa. Thank you so much, family, for joining me on the update, just giving you brief updates of what is happening around.